Right, it's Sunday afternoon, I'm dodging work and cooking and housework. I've got a copy of Fraps and I want to talk about Frozen Synapse. Mainly because we're having real trouble working out what to do about Frozen Synapse. I haven't played enough single player to actually do a verdict. Quinns and Jim aren't really into it for reasons which might be interesting to talk about eventually. I think it's brilliant. Alec thinks it's brilliant. John, it would involve playing a game that doesn't involve being kind to orcs and elves and hugging. Also, it's basically, since it's a sort of strategy game, I think it's quite interesting to just talk some nonsense over it, and also show a few games where I have defeated Stroker, aka Mike Gapper. Okay, Frozen Synapse. Let's just play through a game and just see what it looks like, because it basically records every single game you do. Outcome. First of all, red is Stroker, green is me. They're moving around, and they're moving around some more. That's the end of the first turn. 5 second. The game is basically 5-second turns. You order what you're meant to do in the tie sangs, you play out, and then you go on to the next turn. It's asynchronous multiplayer, or single player against a computer. Just carry on playing.
Hostile neutralised.
Got me shooting one of Mike's men. Bomb going off, not really hurting me. Let's go in a bit here. Oh, and there's a grenades flying around again. More grenades, explosions. Running around the corner, and Mike's men dying in a hail of gunfire.
Hostile neutralised.
It's a thing of beauty. Probably the most interesting thing is to do is go back to the first game. Let's just pause that, click on this dude. They're his orders. Look, I'm not saying you do that for the entire game. You do it every 5 seconds and you get to rearrange stuff. So these are the places he's walking. Over here I've told him to basically shoot people. Because actually up here I've told him not to shoot someone if he sees someone. So in other words, he's just going to keep on running. The reason he's doing that is I knew this guy would probably come to the window. And he's behind cover and he's shooting at him. I'm going to die. Basically, he's got better cover. Look at that. He gets shot and he fails to die. Important thing to notice about the game is there's no randomness. It's just completely, utterly non-random. If you hit someone, it's based around who has got the best position. If you're moving and they're not moving, they'll probably kill you first. If they're behind cover and you're not behind cover, they'll kill you first. The other thing, you can actually simulate all the actions before you press collect. So you can basically, if you think your enemy's going to do something, you can program it in with a few clicks to basically see what will happen, and then whether your men's live or die. Abstractly, there's no randomness in the combat. It's all about essentially second guess your opponents. You may notice we're playing with actually the line of sight off. So you only actually see enemies when you actually see them. So we don't actually know where each other are. You can play it with line of sight, so it's omnipresent, which changes the nature of the game. And that's basically it. I'm going to sort of go and show you some other games. And they kind of show what I most love. I mean, put it like this. This is what the bit I thought I most loved in this bit of the game. This guy, as I said, he runs, takes cover, he goes around here, and he starts walking slowly, hoping to get the drop if any of these people come into his firing line. When he gets to here, I change the order and he just runs. Then he gets to there and takes the cover and clears the room. It's just incredibly clinical. Let's go into the next game now. Here's another game against Mike, which I also won. It's worth noting, if you see here, I'm number 308 in the world, and he's number 9,579, which may imply that I'm better than him. I think it implies it's the bug, because I'm no way 308th in the world, because I'm a bit rubbish. Except against Mike, weirdly. Same sort of game rule. It's probably worth noting something else again here. There's lots of different game modes. I'm just showing the basic elimination one. Mainly because it shows some stuff quite easy in its clearness. You manage to see different sorts of men types. We've got a machine gun dude, got a rocket launcher dude, we've got a grenade launcher dude, and we've got a shotgun dude. There's also a sniper dude. Machine gun dude, kind of a bit all round, they can hit at any range, quite slow to actually hit somebody. Rocket launcher dude, can't actually hit, has to hit scenery, and explode stuff. And it explodes scenery and explodes cover and yourself if you fuck up entirely and fail to simulate it. Grenade launcher dude can bounce off walls and explodes, but doesn't actually go through scenery. Shotgun dude, very short range, like could probably shoot about here but no further, but incredibly deadly in that range, and also can run quicker, which is very useful in many ways. There's also a sniper dude, which we haven't got, who can shoot at long range incredibly accurately, but it's a bit slow. It's probably the easiest way of describing it. There's one thing all the men share: they're all bald, which means I empathise with them. The only other thing is, whilst I said there's no randomness in the combat, all the actual randomness is moved into the layout, as in where it generates and puts your men, where the sort of the maps and all that kind of thing. And you may notice you kind of all sort of interspersed. They're immediately able to go into combat. This is a game like let's call Nemesis, where you've got a slow build towards the action and all that, though that has an appeal. This is basically combat situation. How do you deal with this combat situation? Win or lose. Next combat situation. Let's go for this game here. The basic setup situation. I've got men hiding up here in a building. This is pretty bad because rockets will blow the wall and all that kind of stuff. This dude's kind of vulnerable, so I'm probably going to run him down here. Let's see how this first turn went.
Hostile neutralized.
Okay, first thing. Look, you may fired the rocket and moved off. I mentioned earlier you can simulate stuff. I simulated it, I realised by the time he would take to fire a rocket at this wall, I could fire my rocket and also get out of the combat range. So, it was good. Mike was probably unlucky with leaving his man where he was and I hit him with the shot. I thought... Let's go to the previous turn. I thought this dude would probably go up here.
Hostile neutralized.
I didn't think he would go all the way around here. I didn't think he could go that fast. I forgot to I didn't simulate it. He's got the drop of me being a shotgun guy and he's dead. My problem is now, he can run through and take everybody out. So I do loads of tests with this guy. Can he got a grenade there in time? Can he, all that kind of stuff. The answer is no. Or not really well. I figure I'm going to start him up this way. And I end up positioning this guy at this window behind the cover. So as he moves into range, he should kill him if he goes that way. I reckon he will.
Unit down.
And as you can see, I'm a genius.
Hostile neutralized.
Man dead. Very exciting. So now he's got two guys left. I don't know where they are. As I said, they're out of line of sight. He's mainly sort of... These guys are going to just try to basically demolish everything in the area. This guy is going to start running all the way around here, trying to sneak them out. Mike's being quite unlucky again now, in that I think he's done the opposite of what I did. I think, when I failed to realise that guy could get to there in time, I think he's failed to realise how quickly this guy could get into position to fuck him up. Fucked up, goes through excitedly like this. Explosions are going down. I've 3 up now. If I was being a bit of bastard, I would wait until turn 8 and I would win automatically. But I'm going to hunt and kill him. Something to note there, that bomb doesn't kill him, because it explodes behind the wall unless the wall protects them. I fucked up there and failed to realise they were protected for a while. My basic plan is how can I hunt out this guy who I know over here somewhere. My sort of thing is move these guys back, get him behind cover, and get this guy round in the flanks, hopefully, so he doesn't see me. What's happening here is I've got him surrounded in all directions, and he would have been dead at least 3 ways in that way. That's another sort of match. And that kind of shows part of the appeal of it. It's the second guessing. It's the making the machine of death. If you go back to the first turn, just seeing the orders, the idea of like where you're moving, where you're ducking and standing, and all that. It's basically, if you remember, like, I don't know about you lot, but at school, programming logo. It's a bit like that. You're programming a machine to create death. You're planning to make something that drills into your opponent's head and smells blood splaying everywhere. And that's a real pleasure for me. Next, it was actually this final game against the Mike which actually made me think, actually I quite fancy doing this, just because it kind of captures what I most like about the game, and it's the precision of it. It's the idea, that's the fact that there isn't randomness in it, means that it's an incredible clean sensation, as in how the pieces fit together, the aforementioned making a machine to drill your opponent's brains up. Let's just start the game up, and let's pause there. The setup. Rocket launcher, shotgun, machine gun. I kind of like that setup, that randomness of it, because they're like one of each type. If you look at the train, we don't know where each other are. They could go this way, they could go this way. In the end, we both kind of end up going this way. I don't know why Mike's doing that. What actually you realise in the next turn why he does it, a little bit. And fire. You may think, why is he firing at the map? There's actually a tiny gap there which you can shoot through, which he spotted and I didn't. He also does something else quite clever, in that I didn't realise that if you're kneeling you can hit... rockets only explode on brick walls. If you're kneeling you can hit cover as well. To state the fucking obvious. I didn't realise that for a while. Okay, this setup, we're moving. I don't really see where the enemy are yet. My sort of plan is get him from cover to cover to cover to sort of go forward. And I've spotted his men over here, so I know that they're in trouble. He's taking cover behind the wall and returning fire. He's aiming at the scenery. He's trying to clear the scenery a little to get room. If someone revealed by the explosion, this got machine guys behind cover and able to take people out easily. If someone isn't revealed by it, if there's somebody out in the corner, he's going to be exploded by it. As it is, he's not. From this point, I realise he's a bit fucked because I could probably see this guy. He's in a good position. He can shoot anybody approaching. He's not going to be able to get there. He can't go through this gap, which I tested. You've got this here, though. Okay, what do I do now? Basically, I just start doing John Woo stuff. See that? Let's say again. You may notice he's being shot every time he leaves cover. But what he's actually done is he's ducking. So he stands up, runs to the next piece of cover, ducks, breaking line of sight. Since he has to see me to shoot me, he then, when I next stand up, he's got to reacquire me, and there's a little bit of time before we start shooting again. Time enough for me to get the next cover and duck down. The joy of this, of course, there's no chance to this. As in, I've simulated it, and I know I can get away with this. This gap is far too big, so I figure I'll go around this side. I also fire a rock at the wall. See that? Now, something cute here. There's a number there. Originally, I realised he walked straight into the explosion and I blow myself up, which is stupid. If I leave a little pause, I could do that and get to the cover and be ducking behind here, which would be fantastic, yes? Except, at that turn gap, I've realised I've messed up. Because the explosion also takes out the cover. So he's got line of sight, he can shoot me. If I go there, he shoots me, he's out of range, I'm in trouble. Similarly, this guy, I saw him pass here, so I know he's over here somewhere. This guy is set up to cover these two areas. He's also backing behind the cover. In the same way, if he gets too close to me, he's definitely got the drop. So what am I going to do? This guy's dead, what can I get away with? There's the moment of just incredible happiness. There's a tiny bit of block left. I'm going to get very close to it because I love that little piece of block. That block will break line of sight. So I dive behind the cover, just as he stops firing, loses line of sight, and takes it. It is a joy. Is anything actually Mike could have done that? I don't know. Maybe could he ran away? If he realised that, there's lots of questions. Here, these guys are basically just trying to keep him back. There's two guys left on their side, 3 guys on mine. I'm sure this rocket is going to go through here. If he goes into here, and I go the direct route, he's going to miss me. He's going to, I'm going to miss him rather. If he goes away and fires at the wall, that might kill me. So I do lots of time, and I work out it's better to me to go through here and take him out that way. But I actually didn't think he would be there. I thought he'd be somewhere else. But I was, so it worked out quite well. Here, he's moving back up, taking cover behind the wall, then moving around and shooting. These guys are set up to fire, and they're blowing away the scenery. Don't quite know where he is. Actually, I'm lying. I know where he is here, because I can see him. But I don't know where he's going to be, what sort of tactics he's going to do. In the end, actually, Mike rightfully goes, oh, fuck this, I'm outnumbered. And takes the bullet. And that's it. That really is Frozen Synapse. It's kind of the... it's an incredibly elegant game in that way. It's like, if you played it like... in its kind of beta stage, a lot of its attributes are the same, but some of just the small changes in the control system are it. It's just it's the purity of the thing, and I just think I can't think of any other sort of turn-based strategy game that's made me feel like John Woo. I mean that shotgun guy, that is literally a scene from The Killer in the church with the shotgun moving around. There'll be dubs in a minute, I swear there'll be dubs. Anyway. That is basically the appeal of Frozen Synapse for me. The idea that this is just precise. I've said the word fuck precise basically a lot in this podcast thing. So yeah, and I hope you understand how much I like this game. Anyway, thank you for joining me this afternoon. I will return to work.